Right, I think we are live. We've got a bunch of new graphics that we're going to be implementing into the app today. I'm going through and renaming the files so that we're ready to copy and paste. Almost done here. Looks like we've got no issues right now. Let's come over here, throw this up. Perfect. All right, so made some new graphics today that we're going to be implementing. We have designs for the collector's discs in the app. So for those of you testing right now, collector's discs don't unlock anything. They're all going to unlock some new features which aren't fully coded in yet. So that is coming, but they're also currently just blank black outlines of discs, literally just black circles. Serving as placeholders, but as of today, we have new designs. I don't know why I had a little pause there in the middle. We have new designs, and we're going to be, well, so I'll back up there. The designs for the collector's discs are already implemented. I actually just implemented them before I went live. So those are in. We're going to look at those, and then we have a whole bunch of new page backgrounds that are event specific in Tour Life, and we're going to be implementing those as well. So let me make sure I've got all of these labeled correctly, no capital letters. Doesn't look like it. We should be good. I've got a new folder here that we're going to copy them into. There's 52 of them, so pretty hefty. But I do think they look pretty cool. So we're going to implement those. So yeah, let's jump in here. So we're at the shop. Added the new graphics for Tour Life, so let's take a peek at those real quick. So we've got 9 collector's discs. As you buy them, they will pop up in this display case. I'll buy one just to demonstrate. First one is the Cosmo, and I do already have it worked out, so you'll see it pops up there what each disc is going to unlock. It's just not conveyed in the app yet. We'll leave that as a little bit of a surprise. We've got the Retro. I'm short on currency. I don't have enough. All right, well, we bought the one. Retro's second. Got the Hacker. The Bay. I'm trying to buy one just in case I have it tied to bucks and not AM credits, and then maybe it'll work. The Climber. The Map. Names are a little iffy, I know. Mirage. No. The Light. Probably my least favorite one of the designs, but still not bad. And then the Portal. So those are going to be the 9 collector's discs. I can't buy them because I don't have enough currency. The ones that say they're tied to bucks are not currently set up. They're still trying to pull from AM credits, which is only 4,000. All the collector's discs cost 5,000, so they're not popping up. But yeah, those are going to be the 9 collector's discs right now in the app. So you can buy all of them. They'll all unlock new features. You do have to have a pro subscription, which you'll see I do currently in the app. Collector's discs don't unlock unless you have that pro subscription. Yeah. Those and Tour Life are the 2 things that require the subscription. But we got the new designs in. Flight numbers all line up, descriptions, disc names, everything's in there. And now let's do some page backgrounds on Tour Life. So, I don't even have Tour Life in currently. I might need to play a Q series here, just so we can go take a peek. Okay, resume. And we'll stop after the 3rd round before we jump into Tour Life, and I'll go implement the code for it. And then we should be good to go otherwise. Make sure we're actually typing the asset names correctly this time, so I hope they don't have any issues. Hopefully. Oh, I know it's not working. Because I actually bought the Pro subscription, and so these actually need to go away. Yeah, there we go. TourLife popped up. Didn't even need to do that. Anywho, let's go code these in first. So the TourLife main menu already has a background. That's not going to change. The first one, though, is the event info. So that's going to be that first leaderboard that you see. It's going to be where you register for the events. There is a specific background for each of those. First thing we need to do, let's go and drop the code in first, actually. We can do this for all of the views. And then we can just go change them. So we need to wrap it in a container and then copy this. For each one of them, we'll start with the event info. Take this center, wrap it in a container, and drop this image in. So right now they're all going to have the TourLife main menu, and then we'll go add that. Add the actual background at the end once I actually have the variable created, because right now I don't. But that'll go quick. So event info is good. The next one is going to be the leaderboard. So every TourLife event leaderboard is going to have that shouldn't affect anything. Every leaderboard is going to have a event-specific background, which is actually just going to match pretty much what the posters were. Just because the leaderboard covers up pretty much everything else. I just want some color that's event-specific. So that's what we're doing here. This opacity I want to be 1.0. So I already adjusted the opacity on these. We're going to leave it at 1.0 for now, and then if I need to adjust, I can. After the leaderboard, we've got round finished and tournament finished. And this should be just those four. So round finished, take our... So here we'll get rid of this background. Then we'll refactor the center and add our picture. Save that, and then we go to tournament finished. Which is going to be this one here. Wrap that in a container, add the background image. And our code is pretty much set up. All we need to do is create our variable to hold all the page backgrounds, and then just come drop that variable in here. And then update it based on the current event, which I'm tracking in a variable. So that should be pretty easy. Go to our style presets here. So we've got all the variables we created in the stream yesterday, which are implemented. Pretty sure I implemented them, which is great. Obviously haven't changed any of the colors yet, but that is something I intend to do sooner rather than later. But I wanted to get these backgrounds in first. So I had an idea of what, once I had started hard coding in colors, what they were actually going to look like against the background. That was the goal. Let's create a few variables here for our page backgrounds. So we'll go event info backgrounds. It's not going to be the right thing to call it. Event info page backgrounds. Background images. What do I want to call this? What are, I guess, what are those backgrounds? Event info backgrounds is the whole box. I see. Okay. So this is the background of the scroll view on the leaderboard, which is fine. We don't need to change that. Let's call this one just page backgrounds, I guess. Static final leaderboard page backgrounds. Static final round finished page backgrounds. And then same thing for tournament finished. Okay, and now we have 13 here. Let's come up here and grab the names just as our quick guideline. And then we'll be able to just copy and paste and do some minor editing. And so these are all the files that I just copied in. So they're going to be all of these. Checkmate challenge is going to be CC, and then EI for event info, SH, EI, the fastest process, but not the slowest either. We're moving along. High West Showdown, World Championships, Battle of the Plains was just BP, UO, right? No, US Open, FK, Big City Classic, both C's, yep, and Tour Finale. And then our leaderboard page backgrounds are going to be the same thing, except this is an L. Okay. And this one is going to be RF for round finished. And this one is going to be TF for tournament finished. Perfect. And that should be all we need there. And now we just need to go add that variable in. So event info is going to be assets slash tour life event backgrounds. And it's going to be tour life style presets event info page backgrounds. Tour life tournament variables current event -1. Can't be a const. And I think that's it. It's a .png. That should be easy enough. And it's basically just going to be this that we're copying and pasting into each file. So tournament leaderboard. One extra quote there. Get rid of that const, and this needs to be leaderboard page backgrounds. Okay. Copy both quotes. Round finished. Move this. Don't have style presets copied, so we'll need to update that. Round finished page backgrounds. And then we need app management, and actually copy the file where we created those. Yeah, don't do that. Perfect. There we go. Save that, and then go to tournament finished and do it one more time. And then hopefully we, oh, I don't want that, but I probably do need to go import it. App management, style presets. Should be a yellow line. There we go. And then we'll go copy this in to here. And this needs to be tournament finished page backgrounds, and remove this. Beautiful. All right, and now we hit the reset. Maybe it works. We'll find out. Pro subscription ended. That was fast. Yeah, it doesn't, the simulator is really buggy with in-app subscriptions. So let's go add the exclamations back in. Don't want that. Cancel. Got tour life, current event. Unable to load. Okay. What did I do to fix that last time? Tour life event backgrounds. I think I imported that. Tour life. Oh, I need that. Got the backslash. We'll do that, and then we're going to try a refresh here. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's working. That is the intended background. It is quite faded, but I think I'm okay with that. It looks a little tacky, but I think we leave it as is. All right. So essentially every event info screen is going to have this faded background that's kind of similar to the poster designs we created, which are these. And it's going to have those two banners at the bottom. These all are subject to being adjusted. Whole events might change as well in the future, but I think this is what I'm going to roll with right now. So we'll continue round one. And now we've got this colorful leaderboard, which looks pretty fun. You can tell that's also pulling from the posters. I like that. That looks great. Let me tournament leaderboard. Where's my back button? Color style black. Yeah, I want that to be a little bit darker. Okay, and then let's go ahead and finish this. And go to round finish to make sure that looks good. It does. It does. Trying to think of how I want to change this. So what I'm going for here, obviously this text is iffy. We can go ahead and start editing some of this. This is not hard to change. Colors dot black. Colors dot black. This is also not the opacity we wanted at, so that's probably going to change actually. Yeah. This can certainly be changed still, but it's close. Let's go back to white. It's pretty clear. Event round 1. So my thought here, so current place is obviously kind of cut off right now. Round rating we can see just fine. Let's do this. It's a little bit better. A little bit more space there. Let's try removing that. Let's go 5. Yeah, and the whole thing is subject to still be changed eventually, but my thought process, so this text is coded in. Obviously the positions are coded in, finished tournament is coded in, everything else is the background. And I kind of wanted this to look like a recording booth for footage. We've got the little event-themed coffee cup, event coverage on the background on a TV. Little throw with the pros main menu on the table. A couple seats for some people to record commentary. The issue is just that it's hard to distinguish between these. Like maybe if I just added an outline to these, that would do it. Is there a border color? Just a color. Leaderboard colors I. 4, 0 to 7. Okay. What happens if I comment this out? They just become blocks. Man, I would like to... I'm setting the color of the box. How do I... It's just border, right? Border. What can we do here? Let's go border on box decoration in Flutter. That's what I want. It gives me a little bit of an outline there. Width 2.0. Make them a little bit thicker. Does that help? I feel like it helps. The black is maybe not the best. I'm definitely not going to stick with yellow. I just want to see the change here. It's not bad. What about brown? I'm not loving it, but I do think the borders help. I think that's the right idea. The white is almost too much. why that's not going to work. Let's do a refresh. Finish round. That gray is what I wanted to see. But I don't think that's good either. I really like the background. I just want to make sure that the leaderboard is readable. I don't know if I need those numbers on the side. We might try getting rid of those. Which is just going to be this right here. Got rid of those. I think that's fine. I'll set this to white. I don't think it's going to update again, and I don't want to reset it right now, which is fine. So that's going to be white back. Going to be white like it was originally. Let's try black, and let's go 3. Try to make it extra thick. Is that better? We go real extra like red. That's very clear. What about something a bit brighter? I don't hate it. This view is essentially going to be the same for every round finished of every event. You're just obviously going to have different event themed on the TV in the coffee mode. I just can't decide what colors I want this to be. Whatever's keeping everything the most legible, clear, easy to read. Deep orange. I think I'm going to roll with black right now. We could try to go real thick, which is probably excessive. Definitely think that's excessive. 3. I think I'm going to go with 3. We're going to stick with that for the time being. Go do the same thing down here. I did it right below shape. Try to keep it consistent. Add our blocks there. I think we call that good. I'm probably going to need some adjusting here, because I could see on certain screen sizes current place and round rating actually being on the TV, and then we would run into some issues. Do I have a spacer down here? I do. What if we do that at 20 and comment that out? What's it look like then? Yeah. Not great, so I kind of do want the spacer. I'd like to push it up as high as possible, just for the time being, so that I'm not covering up or trying to put text on top of the TV. At least not yet. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's go to the button. Background color, let's make it I don't know if I like white. Child is that, which is fine. Go foreground color. Foreground color, colors dot black. Let's go colors dot black. Let's make this the cyan and just see. That's okay. We could also do, or not that. We can enter this down, comment it out just for the moment. Yeah, no, I definitely want that commented out. And then how was I doing that? Style, main menu button. Main menu button. Yeah, that's not bad. Match what we have on the main menu. And what I can actually do is make it match our event info button. How did we do that? This. So let's just copy this. This is probably the right way to go about it. Round finished. Make our style match that. Now it's going to be white and black, and then as long as I change the colors on the event info screen, they'll update here as well. It's not fantastic, but it's something. So that's going to be the round finished. And since this one is working, all the other events will be working. Or they should be, unless I've typed a name wrong. But we can go to finish tournament now. So let's start by taking this to 1. It's not terrible. I think I'm going to start by commenting out the text for places again. I don't love that. Comment this out. Get rid of the numbers on the side. So the idea here is that we have a little Instagram post and a plane ticket. As if, you know, you're posting about the tournament, tournament's over, you're getting ready to go to the next tour stop. That's the thought. It's really not bad. That is at least close to the idea that I'm going for there. I think we just roll with that for now. Do I have a spacer at the bottom? I do. Let's go ahead and try to copy our style for this button. Yes. And let's do the same thing for details. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, well, so the page backgrounds are working. That's good. We can go back and let's go through one more. I'll show off one more background. So the next one's going to be the Southern Heat. We've got the poster for it here. Start event. We've got our banners. Faded background, new text. Let's start round 1. Obviously, the leaderboard color isn't changing currently, but Everything else looks good. Text color will all be changed. Let's go through and play the round. Am I done after this one? No, we got 3 holes left. Let's see if we can manage to lose here. Yeah, 26th. Pretty good. Still throw with the pros here. We've got our coffee mug. We've got it on the TV. Current place is 26. 940 rated round. Finish tournament. Yeah. Again, not great, but also not bad. I do want the finish text to be a little bit smaller here. Let's go 40. That's better. I don't want that to be pushing. Oh. 0.3. That's better. Okay, so we've got our page backgrounds in. Tour Life is all in there. My intent is to submit this app for release in 2 days. We've implemented page backgrounds, so remaining items are to hard code those colors in, go through and test all of Tour Life, and then I've just got a list of a bunch of minor edits that I'm going to make to ensure that everything's up and running. But after that, we should be good to go. I think I'm going to call it here. The rest of my coding tonight is going to be just testing multiple iterations of Tour Life, which is, I don't think, very entertaining. And it's probably going to go faster if I'm not trying to talk while I'm doing it. So we'll call it here for tonight. Thanks anybody who finds us after the fact. And hopefully we'll see you for launch in a few days.